Well, Black and White Network, tomorrow is the big day in Fulton County, Georgia. Fani Willis, she was running, but she can't hide. Have you guys ever saw that movie, The Last Dragon? Bruce Leroy and Show Nuff. Show Nuff told Bruce Leroy, you can run, but you can't hide. Love that movie. Just had to throw that in there. But Fani Willis, she is going before the judge tomorrow to find out her fate. Now, it's supposed to be, I believe, like a multiple day hearing. So it'll probably last Thursday and Friday. I don't know if the judge is actually going to give a ruling on whether or not Fani Willis will be disqualified. But the evidence, guys, even the judge says, yeah, there's evidence. And in my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, the evidence is overwhelming. I don't think that Fani Willis can survive this. This is why you're actually seeing lawyers saying that she needs to step away and let someone else actually handle this. Because if the judge says, hey, we're removing you from this case, the whole entire thing will fall apart. Now, I believe that Trump is innocent. This is nothing more than a political witch hunt to go after Trump, because right now, guys, Trump is leading in the polls. He's doing extremely well across the country, and day by day, things keep getting worse for Joe Biden. They see Trump as a threat. The establishment sees him as a threat. Now, we need to react to Harris Faulkner here, Fox News, because it's going to be broken down to her as to what is the real problem with Fani Willis going forward here in this case. Fani Willis, man, has a major problem. It's not that she and Nathan Wade actually are in a relationship. The problem is that there are people ready to testify that this relationship started before she actually even admitted it. Before she actually hired him, I should actually say. Yeah, that's a real problem right there. And apparently, Nathan Wade and Fani Willis lied on paperwork about this whole thing. Yeah, this is really bad, guys. So we will have to see what's going to happen. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Remember, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on Rumble, click the join button, get access to the same thing. Just starts at $5 per month. So, here we go. Check this out. Now I get it. Faulkner has aha moment after Turley breaks down key issue in Willis' case. Yeah, this is not going to go very well for Fani Willis. This is probably why she was actually trying to avoid, actually having this hearing right here. But we got the video clip here, guys. We're going to go ahead and react to it right now. Here we go.
May attend Thursday's proceedings. Jonathan Turley, Fox News contributor, George Washington University law professor and constitutional attorney. Great to see you today. Jonathan, just first of all, this push for her not to be in court, what do you make of it?
Well, Judge McAfee did the correct thing. There's enough evidence here that he needs to establish a record in order to rule on this. It doesn't mean that even if any conflict existed that would derail the case, but it certainly could derail her. I mean, the most serious aspect of these allegations is that they may have filed a false affidavit and false papers with the court. The key to their arguments before the court was that our relationship began in 2022. That brought out a former attorney who represented Nathan Wade and his former partner who said that's just not true. And there are witnesses that can show that their relationship preceded his hiring.
Wow. So not just one person, multiple people. A former partner of Nathan Wade says, nah, they're lying. This started before he was actually hired. This is bad news right here, guys. Let's continue on.
That's very serious. But keep in mind that Willis and Wade are prosecuting people in this case for making false statements to courts. So this is becoming increasingly bizarre.
So I get the connection there, because the question has been, well, why does it matter when it started? It matters if it started before they said it did on key paperwork to the court and affidavit, and you can't go after somebody for a crime that you just committed.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Fani Willis is going after these 14 people, including Trump, for lying. When Fani Willis and Nathan Wade seem to have lied themselves. How in the world can you actually let this case go forward when it definitely seems like Nathan Wade and Fani Willis were lying themselves? Yeah, this is a bombshell here, guys.
So now I get it. What?
Well, I think.
Go ahead.
Well, I think the question for the court is, did they act dishonestly with the courts
Did they lie
after
on that
the
paperwork?
allegation was raised? Right. And then also, is there evidence that you could have the filtering of money, that she could give money to Wade who gave it back to her? That I think is going to be more difficult to show. But their response to the scandal is as troubling as the scandal itself. They have put themselves ahead of their case and ahead of their office. They should step aside because they are undermining their office.
Just real quickly, I pointed this out yesterday, that if in fact they had this longer-term love affair, that also opens up potentially for lawsuits for other people who worked around them, because not everybody was rolling with the boss, as Nathan Wade was. And that really complicates matters in terms of who from the office you can even put on the case if you have to replace Willis and Nathan. Does that entirety put this case in jeopardy?
Well, it's always difficult when you remove the top prosecutors but keep the office in play, because she still remains the head of that office. So it's hard to wall them off from the case. But I think that's going to be the default for a court, rather than say that the entire office is disqualified. Keep in mind that this is what Willis was talking about when a couple years ago she promised that she wouldn't date anyone that she was supervising or hiring.
Well, love is love, if it was love. Let's move on, please.
Yeah, so right there, I believe, guys, that even if she's removed from this, she is still the head of that DA's office. How in the world can you actually let this case go forward when Fani Willis is still the head of that department, the DA? You can't do it, man. You cannot do this, man. But what do you guys think of this? What do you guys make of Harris Faulkner right there? Stunned by what she just learned about the Fani Willis case. It's essentially now the Fani Willis case. She is on trial now, guys, starting tomorrow. This is going to be interesting. We're definitely going to keep a close eye on this. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you next time.